Hi, today is Saturday, the 2nd of October, 2021. And I have some requests just to update on Brian Laundrie. His family was seen, the Laundries were seen camping with him around Boone, North Carolina. Now, the Appalachian Trail ends there apparently, so many people are thinking that perhaps Brian took to that trail. So let's just take a look and see if he did indeed do that. And if he's still in that if he's in the North Carolina area. Has he shifted? Is he up there? I get a yes. That's just intuitively, once I kind of, relax and just allow things to come to me. But we'll take a look with the cards. I definitely think he's, common sense trying to get out of there. He knows that they're definitely looking in that area. But let's just let the cards give us a bird's eye view of him, so to speak. And in regard to the question, is he yet in Boone County? No, I want to make it, is he on the Appalachian Trail? Is he on the Appalachian Trail? Is Brian on the Appalachian Trail somewhere? Is Brian on the Appalachian Trail somewhere? Or is this another red herring that the family, though they were there, is doing? I don't completely think so. That it's a red herring, but let's just take a look. All right, cards. I ask my spiritual mentors and the Most High to guide all my readings so I can read as accurately as possible, though I am a flawed human being. A work in progress myself. So I'm asking for assistance to read accurately, clearly. What do we need to know? Is he on the Appalachian Trail? Brian Laundrie. Is he on that Appalachian Trail? That's part one of the question I was requested to ask. I think he is. Great deal of worry about being caught. And we have sleeplessness issues, trouble sleeping. I'm sure it's not easy for him to do because he's got to worry about being spotted or located, somebody coming upon him. So this is creating, what it's showing that we need to know is it is creating a tremendous amount of inner pressure of anxiety for him. And as I've said, when someone if they get a little too wound up and they can't keep a clear head, that's when they're more likely to make a mistake. And I do see that happening with him. He's a human being. At some point, it's already getting to him. We see that. We see he's, with this card, that Brian's not getting good sleep. I wouldn't imagine so. You have to have eyes in the back of your head, make sure nobody's going to find you or rat you out. And he's having to keep a lower profile. And I think especially now with like big names out there looking for him, like Dog, that is a good pressure in and of itself. I think that really winds him up, which is interesting from the readings that I did on the live on Thursday. At the end of the reading, toward the end of the reading, I was looking at him. Anyhow, so here we have him. This is him. He's not well rested. His mind is, like I said, overloaded. A very heavy situation for him. It's, not easy for him. So right there is something important they're letting us know. His mother. Something about his mother. This is the Empress. And that's what's crossing him. And it's a challenge. I don't know if there's something that she'll have done or what, but it could cause him problems because her card is lying in a challenge position with him. But the Empress can also represent the outside, Mother Nature. So I think it's probably pretty safe to say that living rough, I don't know, even he's probably got a little tent or something, like a one-person tent or something. But I have a feeling that that is definitely taking its toll. All right. This is the search. This is the hermit. This is him trying to hermit away. This is them looking for him. I'm quite happy with this card, meaning both. This is the ongoing search and his ongoing trying to go to remote areas and hide out. Maybe, look less recognizable in some way. What's crowned is the Chariot. So I do think he is moving along or around that area in North Carolina. And that was Boone, North Carolina. I do think he is on that Appalachian Trail somewhere. There's that travel, moving card. And his parents, I think, gave him the lift. Also, he's been getting, I think, he's crowned by this, so it could yet again be that he'll hitchhike. Maybe he'll hitchhike with a woman here, and she'll be another one that calls up and says, hey, he was in my car. This to me, with the Two of Cups, is connection. He's communicating with his mother, or he just recently has. But it's challenging for him living like this, for sure. Absolutely. And it's getting to him with that Nine of Swords. And it's going to get more on his nerves. Look at that. 10 of Wands. More and more pressure. I think that that is also the pressure and stress on his family, particularly his mother. She, I think, has a very close relationship to him. He might be her favorite. Really feels that way. And I think the mother is going to begin to have some issues here in the near future of feeling overwhelmed and breaking down a bit more. Which, again, that wouldn't harm anything other than her, but frankly, her feelings are the least of my and most people's concerns. I expect that would be difficult. But I also think that this is hard for Brian, because he's used to having being catered to. I'm being shown, I feel like a spoiled man, that he can live in the rough, yes, he can live that, but he's not liking it, trust. He's not liking it. I'm being given to feel that he likes things a very specific way, and this really cramps his style, and he's resentful. Even though what he did, I think, led to Gabby's death. So we have the Ten of Wands here. And yeah, I feel like he's on that trail. Yeah, I feel like he's on that area. Here comes the pressure because, more sightings. And it's going to just become, like I've said before, his ability to hide will shrink, and that's going to really wind him up. It's really going to work on his nerves, and then I see him getting caught. But let's just continue here. We're looking at the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, the Magician. This has also been manipulated, so we need to be careful. It could be that, I mean, we do have eyewitnesses. That's what's important. But definitely a game of manipulation is going on here, and the use of communication. Burner phones, like I said before, other means of communicating. He's got tools. He's got various tools on him. They equipped him. And I think when he's caught, he's going to be found to have had various, GPS things and for himself that he can use undetected as much as possible. But I do think those are the tools on the table. This is about communication. And I believe this could be getting to the point where he's feeling really hunted and calls mom or his sister, or they use the sister in some way. I don't think this is his mother, but it could be his mother or his sister is what I feel like. The women in his family. And this is in the environment card. It also could be like law enforcement, to be honest, looking for him, a woman in particular. I feel like maybe somebody connected to parks. Coming up with a plan. Not Brian, but I feel like it's like the park rangers in unison with FBI and local law enforcement. They're all coming together, That's the feeling I'm getting. And I think Brian hopes, of course, that he can remain independently on the go in the wild. There's also hoping he can't, that he's going to want his luxuries too much. Like things, a lifestyle, a certain living style. And I think that will definitely get to him. Would me. And it would a lot of people. But I think even more so when you know that you don't have a home that you can openly go back home to with ease and not have to hide. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. So we also get the world. So I'm getting, he's on that trail. And I think he might be stopped and found somewhere along that trail. Or near it. With the world card. I feel like this is, again, another set of cards that are saying this case will wrap up as so far as him being caught. And then we go to the next, problems of him probably trying to say he's not responsible, etc., etc. But he is. He is. For those of you that are new to my channel, I see that he is. Okay? And, of course, everyone's free to think as they wish. But my cards, I trust, see that he will be caught, that he is guilty for these things, that he did something to Abby. I think it was, again, stupid fighting. I think it got out of hand. But I think he has so much anger inside that I think he just went too far. Used poor judgment. And he's used to getting away with it. I mean, he is spoiled. So, yes, I think he is on that Appalachian Trail. I think he has gotten there. But I've got to say again, I want to carefully monitor whatever his parents would give out, because I think that they are, at the end of the day, are going to be in such huge trouble. And they know it. And I just think they're prepared to sacrifice, I guess. But I see the pressure becomes too much for Brian in the near future, so that at the end of the day, I think he's just going to lose his stamina, lose his energy to do this. It just becomes too onerous. I don't know if he gets sick or if it's just being fatigued sick, and lack of sleep, probably dehydration, you're not able to rest, and most people aren't very well, and it certainly doesn't look like he is. So in the very near future, I see this becoming the final straw, so to speak, on his back that is just too much. And this could be a law enforcement or park official woman in the environment that might catch him. Quite possibly, unless it's talking a little bit about his mom here. She has a big role in having helped him. A lot. I believe she's the one that's come up with a lot of ideas. Not to say that the father isn't, but she's the one that's showing up in this reading about him and the Appalachian Trail, him being on it. And I feel like his mother's definitely helped him. But what is challenging for him, no matter the help he's been given, is just to subsist. This lifestyle is just really hard. And I don't think, at the end of the day, in the relatively near future, that Brian is going to be able to stay out there and live that way. I do not see that. I see it coming to an end, a conclusion. And then there will be look at who gave him help with that Six of Pentacles. They're still treating them like he's a little child. The Page of Cups. This could be law enforcement taking him in, securing him. FBI. I feel like FBI will be brought in then. So I feel like there could be a park ranger, quite possibly, unless this is showing a woman in the environment. I feel like no matter what, his mother's going to be very significant in this case, and she'll probably catch some charges. Not kidding. I think both parents will. But I see him being caught, and I think it will be in connection, or maybe not necessarily far from. I did ask the Appalachian Trail, and I get him near that area. I get that, yeah, he's near that area with these cards here. And I think he's looking to possibly hitchhike in the near future, but that's going to put him going to be acting really strangely, I feel like. I think somebody could pick him up and give him a lift and realize afterward who it was. That kind of thing again. And I think then I think the law will definitely catch up to him. And I feel like it's probable that it could be around this Appalachian Trail or within that general area, going, wherever it cuts through the Appalachian Mountains somewhere. Definitely on that trail, okay? All right, that's what I'm getting for that. And I feel like the law secure him. Yep, they take him in. That's confinement, restriction. And also his family will be looked at. All members of his family who aided and abetted. Also, people will be happy that he's been caught. We get the Knight of Swords and Temperance. Yes, justice is coming in this case. And whoever did whatever, it's going to come out. The Temperance means quickly as well. With what means quickly is this Knight of Swords next to Temperance. To me, that would be like things falling into place then, in understanding what happened, what has gone down, and we start getting more clarity and pieces of the picture coming together. Also, justice catches up with the criminal. This is the public, and we want justice. So the public is not going to be any fan of Mr. Laundrie or his family. That's for sure. And we see a strong social push for justice and like the max of whatever Brian, and frankly, anyone who has aided and abetted him and his family, particularly, will be seeing the law visit them. This is delusion with the Seven of Cups and the Fool. The risk, a stupid, according to the universe, a stupid risk. A stupid, stupid risk that I think his parents agreed to, or even maybe came up with him with the idea. And the universe is like, the universe has had enough. All right, I'm not kidding. It's like, it's literally telling me, this is a stupid idea and a huge risk that is not based on sound. Right, Bear? Yes, I agree. Bear has even some things to say about that. But, yeah. You know, they're in la la land, him and his family, and the risks that they've taken are too big for them to be able to, I think, successfully maneuver around them. Yeah. Those secrets, they come out. What they've been hiding, more details come out. And especially about him locking her out of vehicles. And I feel like also this is the delay, what he's been up to during the delay of finding him, where he's been, all of that. But there will be a bit of time, I think, also that it takes to get this information all kind of pulled together in a way that can be presented to the public. This shows that she endured, I think, Gabby, a great deal of abuse. This is potentially around the upper body, neck, head, temples. I feel like these are her remains. We might get more, once he's caught, detail about what was found in autopsy. Because this would indicate somebody that physically endured a great deal of abuse. And again, with the Nine of Wands, usually there's an emphasis on the throat, neck, head, upper torso, temple area. I think this is definitely a father figure, maybe a stepfather, or maybe Gabby's dad. But I think it shows that they are happy. They are really happy that he has been brought in. So I can't imagine that's going to be Brian's dad. There will be an announcement, or he'll have a message for the public. Yeah. Very charged up, a lot of emotion, a lot of anger that I think he's trying to contain. I think this is Mr. Petito, and I can certainly understand this. But he will make a statement after he's caught, that he's glad. But that getting him to talk will be the other thing. He's not going to want to. He's all about himself, spoiled brat. I think he'll lawyer up. That's fine. They'll get the information regardless, much to his chagrin. I'm shown that with the Temperance card way back there. So anyway, this is on Brian Laundrie. I do believe that he will be found somewhere along the Appalachian Trail or its area. And that goes through a few states. So, but I do believe that he's there. And yeah. So I think I answered both questions. As for when, very near future. That could extend within a month, let's say. It could be anywhere from a week to a month. But I feel like it's coming, and it's coming pretty quickly. Okay? And I'm sorry that that's about the best I can give you, but thumbs up if you enjoy this content and appreciate it. And I will be at work on another video for you. All right? Trying not to make these be too long, but effectual and full of information within a certain time limit. So I hope that you're having a great weekend. And thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, check your notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.